In this video, I'm going to show you how to conduct a platoon movement to contact for Army CST. So the first thing is you're going to be pulling 360 security on an ORP before receiving the mission. Once you know that it is a platoon movement to contact mission from the company op board, the PL will issue a war note to the platoon, and the goal is to reach the location HQ has told you to go without being first detected by the enemy, which is hence why it's called a movement to contact. You're expecting contact when you're moving. So the way you're going to move is in this format. It's 99% of people at CST will always be using platoon column. There's a 1% rarity that you will use a platoon wedge or a platoon V, which is a little bit more advanced, but majority of people just learn platoon column. So this is what the platoon column fire team wedge looks like, with the assault 1 element at the very front right here, and right behind them is the platoon leader and the machine gun team. And then behind them is the assault 2 element right here, with the PSG at the back, as well as the machine gun team usually with the PSG. In this diagram, the machine gun team are both together right here, but for CST, it's usually with one of the other machine gun teams is with the PSG. And then the security element at the back right here. Now for platoon wedge or platoon V, this is what you can use if you want. Again, it's much more advanced. With the platoon wedge, the reason why you would want to utilize this is if you know you're going to expect contact from the back or the sides of the flank. You have 2 elements right here to protect your left flank, 2 elements right here to protect your right flank, and 2 elements to protect your rear flank. Now, the platoon wedge is easy to control and maneuver. It also is great for bounding. So this is when you would use a platoon wedge. Now, platoon V is the inverse of a platoon wedge. This is much more difficult to control and maneuver. However, you have more fire security up at the front, and you also have a good security on the left flank and right flank, but your rear is much more vulnerable since there's only 1 element on the back. So let's say your platoon left the ORP and they're walking to the objective and you get attacked out of nowhere because it's a movement to contact. So let's say you get attacked on your right side, on your rear, or on your flank. Everybody must immediately go into battle positions and flank the enemy. So everyone's going to turn around, get down, lay suppressive fire. And then based on what the PL wants to do, he's going to send one of the elements over to flank the enemy on the side, which then they're going to lay down fire as well. So this is one example that will likely happen at CST. Another example that will happen more unlikely is, let's say you're doing a movement to contact and you found and spotted the enemy, but they haven't detected you yet. So let's say you spotted them. What you would do is the PL would set everybody up and do a very cautious bounding overwatch to get close as possible to the enemy before conducting an assault. So you're going to bound through very, very slowly, very closely, and set everyone up. So the assault element, the support by fire element, and then another assault element at the bottom. And then the security element, the PL can use them for whatever they want. So if he wants them to attack through the objective as well, you can use the security, or you can use it as a reserve element on the back, just in case the enemy does a counter flank. So then the PL will use his pace plan and conduct the assault. So he'll either blow a whistle or start shooting, which then everybody knows that's when you conduct the assault. And once you conduct the assault, the assault elements will bound through and kick the weapons away from the EPW. So they'll bound through the area. And then from here, the PL will call for special teams, EPW, aid and litter, and demo if necessary. And once that's complete, the platoon will fall back and go to the ORP. So once the ORP is fully set up with 360-degree security, the PL is going to call HQ for a sit rep, and that's when the cadre will yell change of mission or index. And that's how you conduct a movement to contact.